always get the idea that everyone's doing something better than me on the weekend.
Nah, man, you gotta stay off the gram, man.
That's Damian Pickens. He's this over-the-top actor who always stays in character no matter what role he's playing.
This is incredible, man. I gotta pull a U-turn and talk to this guy, man.
Hey, matey, man. I was wondering if...
Unsheath, you cowards!
Damn, he's gonna braveheart our asses, man.
So much pleasure in my pain, laughing as my love lives on in vain.
So the guy charges the car, real sword drawn, screaming like a lunatic as he's running full speed, then slashes at Pittsburgh. Wow. I love method acting. You know, he's got a true dedication to his art. Yeah, so dedicated that he grazed Pittsburgh's eye with his sword. Now he's walking around with a giant eye patch over his eye. Wow. Was Pittsburgh mad? No. He says he's honored to be part of such a artist's dedication and preparation for a role. You know, Lord Seward has Oscar in his future. I can't wait to see this movie he's preparing for. Except we found out it's not a movie he's preparing for. He's preparing to be a character for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. Oh, that's even better. We have to go to Disneyland to watch him. He'll be the best character there. That's a hard pass. I'm not paying $150 or whatever it costs to get in there to see some wannabe thespian. Hey now, he's not a woman and he's not gay. You can't be calling him a thespian. Okay, first off, gay woman is called a lesbian, not a thespian. Really? Thespians are actors, whether they're guys or girls. And secondly, he's not remotely a real thespian. Wow. Well, I guess I just don't know theater that well. Regardless, Pittsburgh's okay. He just can't see out of his eye for a little while. I can't believe Pittsburgh wasn't mad. The only thing he was upset about is we didn't get to Home Depot in time to get a discount on his ceiling fan. Oh, you know what I heard? There was a record scout at the songwriter night, and they were really taken by Lancaster and his stage persona. Are you serious? Oh yeah, I told you he was going places. I don't believe it. What record label was this guy from? Well, obviously a reputable one. Oh, jeez, this guy spouts off a bunch of bull jive and people just eat it up. Well, it can't be too much bull jive. These record people, they really have their finger on the pulse of what's hot in the music industry. Oh yeah, because the quality is just abundant.
Yeah, boys.
Ah, Pittsburgh, the legend.
Ah, Sonny boy, the Casanova.
Sorry about your eye.
No apologies necessary, man. It's a small price to pay to be part of greatness. You know, I can say I contributed in a small way to the advancement of an acting legend, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, maybe I can get Lord Seward to sign your eye patch. It'd be worth a lot someday. You could go in the display case at the Hollywood Wax Museum.
It's a kick-ass idea, man. We gotta get over to Disneyland and get Lord Seward to scribe a message on this thing. We could bank it in about 3 years, man.
Guys, his name's Damian, okay? Let's try to stay in reality here.
Nah, man, listen. You called Johnny Cash the Man in Black. You called David Lee Roth Diamond Dave. Damian Pickens is Lord Seward, man.
Jesse doesn't think Diamond Dave deserves that nickname. I just said he's got a lot of gall to be calling himself Diamond Dave still. The guy's like 75 years old and he still thinks it's 1984. Just reeling those college girls in.
Nah, you can't place an age stamp on rock and roll, man. Once a legend, always a legend. Mick Jagger's in his 80s and he's dating 30-year-olds, man. Different rules for the legends, man.
Oh, speaking of legends, I want you to come out to my car, Pittsburgh. Mel Gibson took off his flannel shirt down at Malibu Beach to do some exercises, and I nabbed it. I need a trained eye to verify worth.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Martin Riggs himself, man. Hey, I might even buy it off you, man. I'm always down for a little slice of Hollywood memorabilia.
Well, if it isn't the talking blues man himself, Mr. Stanley. Well, if it isn't the pompous wingman. Excuse me? Oh, nothing. I was clearing my throat. But if your mind was clear, you'd be a salient being. Thank you. Well, I enjoyed your skit song the other night. I got a good chuckle out of it. Well, thanks. Hey, maybe you should inject some humor into your songs. Intentionally, that is. Well, humor is the classic defense mechanism for the insecure. I don't find myself insecure on stage. In fact, I feel I enlighten on stage. We all know that 80% of the world lives in the darkness. Well, humor is the great healer. You know, Styx had that crowd roaring mostly at my expense. Now that idiot Crackpipe's got that bit going on KMDY all over the airwaves. What? What? It's just interesting. What's interesting? Who would be a fool to call a fool a fool? What? Exactly. Yeah, speaking of fools, I heard you caught the attention of some record people the other night. Ah, yes, a portly fellow from Left Lane Records would love to have me on their roster. However, I don't know if their musical acumen would meld with my intense scrutiny of the day-to-day. So you're not going to sign with them? Well, they'd love to put together another showcase in front of their A&R folk. They asked me to find other writers of my ilk to participate in the festivities occurring in a couple of weeks. Really? Well, maybe I can... Do you know of any other writers who would be interested in on my level? I'll let you know if I hear of anyone. I know I can count on you to vouch for me.
Chick-ass flannel with badass.
Well, the gregarious Pittsburgh approaches along with a gangly youth.
Badass, man.
Quite a sophomoric fellow, if I may.
Badass.
Can't quite place his name. That's Sonny Bachman. You've met him like 5 times. You signed his CD. I've signed many a CD. Most for those who can't quite hold my attention.
Badass with some holy jeans.
Let me know if you find anyone fit for the showcase. Oh, I miss Lancaster. I wanted to say hi and congratulate him on his record deal. No, you didn't want to say hi to him and he didn't get a record deal. They just want to put together a showcase with him and some other songwriters who are on his level. Well, there aren't that many. What are you talking about? I could play with that guy any day of the week. Plus, he doesn't even remember your name. Well, geniuses don't know much about anything except the thing that makes them a genius. Oh, I don't believe this. I got to get into that showcase. I know I can smoke that guy. And stop calling him a genius.
Hey, relax, man. We all know you're on his level, man. We're all in this together, fighting for the same thing of industry accomplishment and recognition, man. You know, back in the 80s, bands used to fight, man, and it's just not right. One time I broke up a fight between Kenny Denver and Bret Michaels in the back of the whiskey. Apparently Kenny Denver had stroked the leg of the model Candace Powderhorn, who had drawn the fancy of Michaels, man.
The Candace Powderhorn?
Oh yeah, the wet dream of every 1980s pubescent teen out in the 50 great states, man. You know, she's gonna be at that party this weekend. No way!
Isn't she like 65 now? Oh, it doesn't matter. I love a woman. Can you give me your number?
Well, let me tell you something, man. It's been a while, but I got a Rolodex in my van, man. Let me tell you something.
Candace is a delicate flower, man. She's a long-ass flower.
Tales of black sun